Hey everyone, welcome to today's episode of the Q&A Helpline. Every Thursday, I do a Q&A Helpline webinar where members ask me a question and I answer the question. And then after that, I move on to the topic of the day. So today's topic, later I'm gonna talk about after I answer one of my members' question. So today's topic is basically why investors represent a jackpot opportunity for real estate agents. Before I answer that, I have a simple question for one of the members, and the question has to do with, on the website, on our property agent success system website, some people, some leads complain that they can't submit their details. So those the reason for that is basically that those who are submitting their details actually are property agents. So in your website, you have something called a CEA checker. CEA checker is responsible for finding out if the lead is a realtor, and if the lead is a realtor, it prevents the lead details from being submitted on your website. And then they basically, why this happens is because some of the agents, they want to spy, they want to take a look at what you have to offer, what kind of marketing are you running, what kind of freebies are you giving away, and they want to take a look at your freebies, and they want to basically spy, and then basically they just want to take the lazy way, right? So basically what happened is someone complains to you that, hey, I'm not able to submit my details, is more likely to be an agent. And then just check it out. Just what you have to do is go check it out, check the website, check if that person, ask for his name, ask for his mobile, if that the story tallies or not. So more likely it's going to be a realtor trying to be a prospect, trying to pretend to be a prospect and come to the website. So that's the only reason why, some of the leads, they complain that they can't get through to the website, they can't submit their details. Although if you're using Facebook, if you're getting Facebook lead ad form, then that happens automatically, whether it's an agent or not. They're able to get the report automatically from Facebook. So that's the thing about that. All right, so now that I've answered the one of the members' questions, I'm gonna move on to why investors represent a jackpot opportunity for agents. So this is for a number of reasons. Number one, investors are actively looking for properties to invest in. So it's a career for them. It's no longer a case of buying or selling their own house. So compared to a normal buyer or seller out there who's looking to buy or sell a house, right? Usually they only buy or sell a house for themselves. And then the average time frame that after they buy or sell a house already, right? The average time frame that they're gonna need your services again is gonna be only 7 years or 7.5 years on average. So that means compared to an average buyer, an investor actually buys four or more houses per year. So that the chances that they use the same agent to buy four or five properties per year is very very high, and they're very motivated, and it's a career for them. They have the money, and that's the ideal kind of prospect, the ideal kind of customer you want to work with. Those who have money, and those who are very very serious, those who are very very motivated. So investors fulfill the first criteria, that they have the money, and they also fulfill the second criteria, that they are very very motivated. And the third thing that you should be definitely be going after investors is they are always all the time they're looking for deals all the time. So if you have some marketing, you have any list of investment properties, these investors are gonna jump on it, and they're gonna pounce on these lists, and they're gonna ask you for, hey, you have any list, do you have any properties to invest in, you have anything that I can look at. And investors are more likely to do that. And another reason investors are very, very, a big opportunity for property agent is that most of the other property agents, most of the time, I'm saying it generally, most of the time, what they do is they are looking for only buyers or sellers, right? But if you focus only on investors, then your target market is much, much bigger and much, much wider for a number of reasons. Even though investors in any, especially in Singapore, may be much fewer, much smaller than the average buyer or seller. But because they are buying so often every year, they're buying so often that even non-realtors have figured out how to target investors. You don't believe me? Go on Facebook and look at all those ads out there. If you're an investor, how to invest in property with zero money down. Those people, those marketers have already figured it out, and then they go together, they choose a few agents, and then they group as a group, they come together as a group, and then they buy property, right? That is why it's a big opportunity for you as a realtor as well. So instead of layman combine all the try to group all the people who want to invest, you you as a realtor, you have the expertise, you have the numbers, you know what you're doing, you know what property is best buy for, and what kind of properties that these investors should be looking for. I think you're in a much better position to go and target these investors, right? So here are basically summing up, basically the big reasons why investors represent a jackpot opportunity for every agent is because they're looking for houses all the time. And then if you offer a list of homes for investment, these people are gonna jump on that list, they're gonna pounce on it. And then another reason is that they buy 3 or 4 or 5 houses per year, and then they have the money, they have the capital, they have the investment for that. And I think these are the main big reasons why investors are so profitable and they are so easy to work with.